Hey everybody, I'm your host Evan Bowser. You're watching Let Us Eat. Today we're here with Marcuis Harris, prolific actor and health food enthusiast, and we're headed to Sun CAFÉ, right around the corner in Universal City. They offer cooking classes, and the owner Ron is a really nice guy. He's been a vegan for over 30 years, so about to go check it out.
Looking forward to that. Man, I need to take you with me everywhere. That's a good intro. I like it.
So yeah, this place, Sun CAFÉ, I've been there before actually. They have a really, really nice layout, really nice design to the restaurant.
I feel like I've been there before.
Yeah.
But it's been a while.
Yeah, it's actually pretty popular among some of my friends, just at least from the Valley. Yeah. They're always like talking about it. And I mean, it's in a super convenient location, like Studio City, like right on Ventura.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it should be really good. Who influenced you as an actor? To become an actor?
To become an actor. Really, man, my mom.
Oh, really?
Yeah, my mom was an artist. Not an actor, but an artist. Painter, sculptor.
Wow.
And I watched her develop into this really dynamic artist.
Yeah.
And it was really just the sort of tenacity, the constant working at her craft.
Wow.
She was always in school. You know what I mean? Taking 1 or 2 classes a semester. And literally, when she was like 51, she got her master's degree.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so throughout my life, she was always in school. In fact, and this is the story that she always told me. She would always remind me of, you were in my class when She went into labor when she was in class with me.
Wow.
Had me on a Thursday, and then was back in class with me on Monday.
That's insane.
It's nuts.
Wow. That's real commitment right there.
It absolutely is.
Wow.
And so I kind of, I came up under her with that sort of spirit to do the thing you loved.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I discovered it was something I always did in school, but it was not a thing that I saw as a career.
Okay.
Because I really didn't know anybody who had chosen being an actor as a career. You know what I mean?
Right. And you're originally from the East Coast, right?
I am.
Yeah.
I was born in Cleveland.
Oh, okay.
And we moved to New York when I was 6.
Oh, all right.
And part of that move was because my mom wanted to go to Parsons School of Design.
Oh, wow. Okay.
She had started a daycare for parents who had children but didn't have a place for them to go while they were in school.
Yeah.
So she was the founder of a daycare at this college, this community college, for parents to be able to bring their kids.
Oh, wow.
So that was sort of an inaugural program. And then when we moved to New York, it was her pursuing her career as an artist.
That's amazing.
So she went to Parsons School of Design, and that was sort of the, again, watching her work and desire this and have this love for art and this desire for this career, that sort of fed me.
Yeah, the desire to create.
Absolutely.
Wow, that's really powerful.
Yeah.
As an actor who's been in the game for a while now, what would be some of your advice to some younger people who are still trying to make it as actors and actresses?
Yeah. Being an actor is one of those things, one of those only sort of disciplines where you can wake up on any given day and decide, I want to be an actor and I'm gonna pursue it.
Yeah. And
this town, being in LA, is one where you could kind of be pretty successful at it. You know what I mean? Without a certain amount of training.
Right.
You can have a look.
Yeah.
You could be connected. You can get an opportunity and it could take you very far. At the end of the day, though, it is the training, I think, that sustains artists and actors in this business. If you're an actor or you want to be an actor, it has to be the thing that you absolutely love.
Right.
Because it's such a difficult task. Right?
Yeah.
It's a hard discipline that, to do it for fun and expect success at it is probably not. It's not going to happen that way.
Yeah, I completely agree with you that if acting is something you want to do, you have to fully commit yourself. But what would you say to the many rappers who have turned into actors, like, I don't know, Redman, like Wiz Khalifa, even Snoop Dogg?
I don't think rappers or singers really are veering far from their discipline, becoming actors.
Yeah.
Because, rappers is also about the performance.
Right.
And it's also an area where your expression is very deep and very heartfelt. So if you can access, an emotional place through music, take Tupac for instance. He's a very prolific artist.
Right.
Who
still very relevant today.
Absolutely. Because of the impact that he had, right? Because of the voice and his expression creatively through his music.
Right.
Was able to translate his music, his artistry to acting.
Yeah.
Who I think at this point, if he were, God bless him, if he was still here, would probably be, top of the heap.
That's very true. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He would have been at the top for a while.
For sure. So Hollywood was really chasing down all of the hottest rappers at the time.
Right.
I mean, this is, Ice Cube's career was born from that.
Yeah.
And like you said, Snoop's been in that space. Redman, I think DMX was huge at one point because he was the hottest rapper in the game.
Right.
When DMX hit, he had done something that never been done. 2 number 1 records in the same year.
Yeah.
That was unheard of. So that translated to a bona fide acting career for him.
Wow. Yeah.
I think the key now, to sustaining a decent career, whether you're an actor, a singer, or rapper, is that you have to be able to do more than one thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I don't think it's enough now in this artistic community, if you want to be in this business and have some semblance of success, that you just do one thing.
Right.
So, rappers are becoming actors are becoming writers and directors and
basketball players.
And so on. Exactly.
They're becoming rappers. Yeah.
Shaquille O'Neal had a rap album.
Wow, I didn't even know that.
You didn't know that?
No.
Kobe Bryant had a rap album.
Yeah, I did know about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
that's crazy.
And Shaquille did a few movies. He did shit. He did a couple movies.
Yeah. This place looks really, really good to me.
Yeah.
I was looking at the menu yesterday and I saw they had lettuce wrapped tacos. I might have to do that. The show's called Let Us Eat. I might have to try that.
That's it. That's only right. I'm always curious to try, because I don't really do beef.
Yeah.
Especially burgers.
Yeah.
I'll have, like I said, a steak maybe every 6 months.
Right.
But anytime I get a chance to try like a vegetarian burger, because they're not all created equally, right?
Right.
So some are like, have a nut base.
Yeah.
And some have a grain base.
Right.
So it's always hard to find a burger that's like, that's the one.
Yeah.
With the right consistency, the right flavor.
I like veggie burgers that have quinoa. Like Veggie Grill does a really good one.
Yeah. I like that one too. The hardest part I think about sort of living a vegetarian lifestyle is finding the right choices.
Right.
Having enough variety to go to.
Definitely.
And in LA there's a lot of choices.
Yeah. It definitely wouldn't be as easy to do this if we were in a place that was a food desert or something like that, because it's difficult. It is really difficult, and one of the things I'm trying to highlight throughout these episodes is how we can make this accessible. So eventually I'm gonna do a home cooking portion of the show. Yeah. So
that'd be cool.
Yeah. I'm really excited for that, just because I want to prove to people that you can do the plant-based thing and go cheap with it too. It doesn't have to be the most expensive thing.
Right.
So
yeah, that's what I said. Call that segment "Balling on a Budget."
Yeah. Yeah. The pesto pasta sounds pretty good. Have any of your roles required that you adhere to a strict diet? No, not at all.
Not really.
Yeah.
I mean, in every case, I try to come into the work in the best shape I can be in. Mm-hmm. I did one role where I was kind of heavy, and we started shooting, and I just didn't have time to get in any really kind of shape, right? So I just went in with the, okay, be heavy.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So I piled on a couple extra pounds.
Yeah.
And my approach was that it would lend itself to my vulnerability.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? So I really exposed my heaviness, my bigness.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I was like, shirtless at one point. You know what I mean? I would never have done that.
Yeah.
Just thinking about the work that I want to do and where I like to be seen. Maybe it was just my vanity. I would never have done that, but I thought, I look how I look.
Right.
What the role requires in this instance is real vulnerability. I lost my daughter. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it just caught me in that moment. I was like, you know what? Don't worry about it. Go.
Right.
And so now when I look back on it, I'm always like, oh my God, I was big. I was belly, and you know what I mean. But I try to come into the work, man, just being in the best shape that I can be in.
Yeah.
And sometimes if I have enough time to sort of get in better shape, it helps.
Yeah.
For the crossing, for instance, I took some time to work and get in shape.
Yeah. And
even while we were shooting, I'm in the gym 3-4 days a week.
Right.
That's when I got into a heavy sort of boxing regimen.
Yeah. So this show, The Crossing, I wanted to talk to you about that.
They came from the future.
Is there anything in your
Media about us.
No. You have to expose this to the public.
And their secret is about to be unleashed.
Why are we being fenced in and hidden away? We're being protected.
The Crossing on ABC.
So you play Caleb on the show, and basically you come with a group of about 40 refugees from the future.
Yeah.
And when you come to current day America, present day America, you guys are really distraught about like this apex species that has completely taken over humanity. So in what ways would you say kind of the plot of The Crossing relates to modern day issues? Like modern day political climate, engineered organisms, stuff like that?
Yeah, no, it's a good question. One of the things that really attracted me to The Crossing was the idea that we could explore what our ideas of refugees what that looks like in this country, right? Because it's a hot button topic,
right?
Yeah,
especially right now.
Right now, it's a serious thing. It's since the incoming administration, it's been a big deal how to deal with refugees.
Right, and I just want to say, no human beings are illegal.
Yeah, and we certainly shouldn't be calling them aliens.
Certainly not.
Just for the record, here you have this group of people who wash up on shore. And nobody knows where they came from,
right? And
they certainly don't know what their intentions are, and so they're treated with hostile, right? The question of what their futures will be is in limbo, and so it's interesting because for me, it really makes you look at the lives of people who risk everything for something better, for what they hope is something better, right?
Right.
And I think we easily discount who these people are and why they came, right? It gets written off as this other thing, and we don't consider where they came from, what they're fleeing, right? The grave risk involved with where they are and the journey. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you would never. I was listening to the news the other day, and they talked about this. They found these 4 people, 2 women and 2 young children that had just crossed the border, and they had been traveling for 30 days. They'd been traveling for 30 days in the high heat with no food or water, right? And I just thought, you have to be seriously disciplined and really brave to even begin an undertaking like that, right? But what are your circumstances? I mean, your circumstances have to be grave for you to subject yourself to that, and your children to that.
Yeah.
So I don't think we empathize enough. I think there's enough compassion for where, for the people we consider refugees in this country, right, and the value that we should place on human life.
Yeah, definitely.
And I love this show for sort of highlighting that. You know what I mean? Giving a sort of inside glance at what that could be.
Yeah.
And hopefully having audiences come away with a greater understanding that, there's more to it than just they're here, to take something from us.
Exactly, yeah, because that's an overly simplified way of
Absolutely
looking at it,
is.
and also, in the show, like, both sides are afraid. You have like the national security is afraid about like what the intent of these immigrants are, these refugees, but then you also have, you guys are afraid as the refugees, like, what's gonna happen to us?
Yeah.
Like, where are we going? You're always getting moved around from like these like housing facilities and stuff like that. So it definitely illuminates the emotion behind, not feeling at home or not feeling accepted.
Yeah, not
Super
feeling
interesting.
welcome.
Yeah. Which of your roles so far would you say have really played into your ultimate goal of, bringing about change through your work?
Yeah. It's a good question. I mean, and I want to make sure that I'm not going to the most recent because it's the most recent, right? Mm-hmm. But the truth is, it really is the crossing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the crossing. Because of the content, because of the subject matter, right? Mm-hmm. Because with this role, Caleb, and the premise of the show, we had a chance to really sort of bring humanity, right, to the face of people who are sometimes marginalized, right, and sometimes overlooked or belittled because of the label refugee, right? When in fact these people were survivors.
Obviously the crossing is a drama, but what would you say have been like some of your favorite comedic roles that you've done?
Yeah,
I'm definitely a big fan of your appearance in It's Always Sunny.
Pepperjack, are you serious?
Dude, Pepperjack look like he playing?
I don't think Pepperjack's playing.
I feel like Pepperjack isn't playing
No,
either.
Pepperjack is not playing. In fact, Pepperjack about to cut somebody.
Please don't cut.
no,
Please,
no cutting. That's unnecessary.
All right, how much?
Oh, what you got?
Like, I don't know, $7 in a stupid thermos.
Is that Fraggle Rock?
Yeah.
Oh, Pepperjack love Fraggle Rock.
Everybody Hates Chris also.
yeah. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia is the one. I mean, sometimes people stop me on the street about that.
Really?
More than anything else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pepperjack.
Exactly. And especially if I have a hat on, right?
Yeah.
I'll get like that one look and that double take and be like, oh, Pepperjack. They're like, yeah. And I love Pepperjack because I can think of it and it just brings a smile on my face.
Yeah.
The great thing is we just had I had a chance to really have some fun.
Yeah.
It was a group of guys on Always Sunny in Philadelphia, and these guys were like, we're having fun, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we're leaving this space open for you to bring to it what you think and what you feel. Mm-hmm. So there was some improv involved, you know what I mean? But it really turned out well. I mean, it was funny.
Yeah.
And again, one of the most memorable things that to date I think I've done. I would love the opportunity to do more comedic stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, because in that is the chance, to get people. Laughter is probably the best medicine, man. That we could all.
It is. Definitely is.
Yeah, and so, if I have a chance to to do that,
Yeah.
I'm loving it.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely. So how are you enjoying the burger so far?
I was just about to say, dude, flavor.
Right.
I don't even know what this is. Maybe like a peanut sauce or something. Just perfect. Like it's like a perfect combination of spicing and sauce on the side, the way it's prepared. But the texture, I'm a texture guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's hitting a spot.
I watch a lot of YouTube, and I expect content like almost too much. You know, like there's this show on are you familiar with Complex? It's like the magazine announces. So they have a YouTube channel, and they post stuff every day, like that's very music industry oriented. And I'm like addicted. Like I'll wake up in the morning, and they have this show called Everyday Struggle. So it's this guy, I don't know if you know DJ Academics, but
I do.
So it's DJ Academics and this other guy who's like, I'm pretty sure he's from New York. He grew up with like a lot of other rappers. His name's Wayno. And it's the two of them, and they basically just like very casually argue about whatever is happening in just like the rap sphere. Like Drake's album or the Pusha T diss or all kinds of stuff like that. And it's really funny because, do you know Joe Budden?
I do.
He used to be on the show. And he
as a host, a co-host.
He was he used to go. He used to be the you know, I would say like the opposite for Academics. Like he would be the one like contesting him.
Okay.
And the show hasn't been the same since. I still watch it, but Joe Budden would go off on the show. Like, he would yell.
Yeah, no.
Like he has anger problems.
Yeah, Joe's funny.
Yeah. No, he's funny.
No, I mean, and Joe's funny in that because I've watched his show.
Yeah, the Joe Budden podcast. Yeah, I watch it too. Yeah.
And but that's why we watch it because, you know, it's not just that he has an anger management issue, but it's just he's passionate. Do you know what I mean? He's very, very passionate about the culture.
Yeah.
And he has the right to be. You know what I mean? And so I appreciate that perspective from him. You know, I really started watching him when he was having the whole beef with the Migos thing. And
yeah.
I thought,
which is like crazy.
Which was nuts, but I understood his perspective. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like they didn't really want to be there.
No, but his thing was, you know, these guys just popped up like 2.3 seconds ago. You know what I mean? And everybody's smiling to them, and they've not had a track record or to really prove themselves as artists in this industry. And so some people said, oh, that's hate because, you know, and maybe there was some of that in there, but I think for the most part, at least the space that I was coming from, I saw Joe just really being respectful of what it takes to have a space in the culture that you know, that sort of lends itself to you giving respect and paying homage the way that people had been when the Migos came on the scene. So I thought it was funny if nothing else, but it was interesting. So I watched Joe.
Yeah, he's funny.
But I mean, again, you have all these podcasts. You got these podcasts that are popping up, and some of them are very relevant. Some of them are really good. Yeah. You know, it's like TED Talks. You know what I mean?
I love those.
Like, it's like amazing stuff.
Yeah. Super useful.
Very useful. You know, very practical, useful material, motivational, inspirational stuff that you wouldn't otherwise get. Right. You know what I mean? Broadcast Network hasn't laid the space for you to be able to do this. It's
a lot more interpersonal. I feel like there's this one channel I watch called Actualized. It's like a psychology channel. Really like tries to help you like realize how you're getting in your own way and stuff like that, and it's been so helpful. And like that channel, like it's literally just this one guy. They don't change the cameras at all. It's just one guy, and then he just like talks. And the episodes are too long normally for me to finish, like an hour to 40 minutes.
You told me about it, and like all of them are an hour. Like nothing is less than an hour.
But all you really need to do is watch the first 20 minutes to really get what he's talking about, you know. And it's been super helpful, and it's literally just a guy like talking to you, no cuts, and you wouldn't get that on like a broadcast TV or like
nowhere else.
But I also, but I do miss also like the 90s, like with like Bob Ross and stuff like that, because there's nothing like that on like Netflix now.
Right.
You know.
Yeah. No, I just wonder how these some of these channels will be able to really sustain themselves
Yeah.
in a world where content is king, but the delivery is shifted in a way where you can now watch when you want to watch.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, so much going on in everybody's life in their day-to-day, right? That you say, I can sit down and watch this show for 10 hours, or I can watch not tonight on Tuesday, but on Friday when I got some time.
Yeah.
And so because, it's a sort of a la carte system that's, content's being delivered on.
Yeah.
I wonder how these broadcast networks will be able to sustain themselves and for how much longer.
Right. On that point though about sustaining a platform or sustaining a career even, what advice do you have for people who are trying to sustain careers?
Yeah.
Especially in the entertainment industry.
Perseverance has got to be the most important quality that anybody should have, no matter what they're doing. I mean, if you collect bottles for a living, right? You have to be able to persevere past all of the stuff, all the ups and downs. You have to develop a thick skin. You have to become immune to rejection, right? And so you have to have the power to persevere, because it's not an easy road to toe.
Right.
You know what I mean? Just being in this industry.
Yeah.
And then you have to really, good old fashioned hard work, man.
Yeah.
I think it's overlooked.
Oh, definitely.
You know what I mean? It's underrated in this time when you can do far less and have great gains.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That
I think hard work is not at the top of a lot of people's lists.
Yeah, definitely.
I think those two things will go a long way. And then obviously, it's your passion and your drive and your will, right? It's your training. And I think it's important to try and figure out these trends. Yeah. Not to be trendy, but just to understand, where you might fit in the scheme of things.
Definitely.
At the end of the day, I think as long as authenticity rules the day, if you're authentic about your pursuits, about your desires or your expression, I think that'll also take you a long way as well.
I want to give a big shout out to Sun Cafe. Super great people, really nice hospitality. The owner, Ron, is a super nice guy. So if you're watching this, thanks Ron for letting me come and shoot an episode at your restaurant. The food was amazing. The burger was good. My pasta smacked.
The appetizers, dynamite.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the appetizers were crazy. Those lettuce wrapped tacos. Johnny got margarita pizza. Yeah. Everyone's happy. So yeah, now it's Friday afternoon. We're about to get out of here. Well, thanks so much for coming on the show.
Brother,
I really appreciate it.
Yes, indeed.
Loved getting lunch with you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, always a pleasure.
You can call me anytime for lunch.
Oh, definitely will.
Yeah, this is good.
All right.
And congrats, man.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, I'm proud of you and what you're doing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I said, call me for lunch.
All right. All right, have a good one.
Don't you forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Don't you forget to like and subscribe to my channel.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. Do it!